What if I told you that one of Hollywood's most beloved actresses made more money flipping houses than she did winning an Oscar? Diane Keaton's real estate ventures were so successful that she earned more from buying, restoring, and selling architecturally significant homes than from her entire film career. The quirky, fedora-wearing icon who captured our hearts in Annie Hall had a secret superpower. She could spot an undervalued architectural gem from a mile away and transform it into pure magic. Diane Keaton was a legendary American actress, screenwriter, producer, and director who had a net worth of $100 million at the time of her death in October 2025. But behind the Academy Award, the iconic fashion sense, and those unforgettable performances in the Godfather trilogy, Keaton was quietly building an empire, one Spanish colonial, one Lloyd Wright masterpiece, one reclaimed brick at a time. Born Diane Hall in Los Angeles in 1946, she rose to fame in the 1970s through her collaborations with Woody Allen and Francis Ford Coppola, becoming not just a movie star, but a cultural phenomenon who redefined what it meant to be a leading lady in Hollywood. Keaton was inspired by her own real estate agent father, and she once revealed that she always had an interest in homes and the concept of home, though she admitted she never really landed and stayed in one place. This restlessness became her fortune. While other celebrities were content to hire decorators and settle into one mansion, Keaton was obsessed with finding historic properties on the verge of collapse and bringing them back to life. Her real estate projects reflected her deep appreciation for Spanish colonial, Mission Revival, and mid-century modern styles, and she frequently renovated homes originally designed by notable architects like Lloyd Wright and Wallace Neff. Today, we're taking you on an exclusive tour through the remarkable homes that defined Diane Keaton's second career. From Beverly Hills Spanish colonials that she traded with Madonna and Ryan Murphy, to Lloyd Wright mid-century masterpieces in Pacific Palisades, to the stunning Brentwood estate she called the house that Pinterest built. Get ready to step inside a world where Hollywood glamour meets architectural preservation, and where every brick, beam, and window tells a story of passion, creativity, and one woman's relentless pursuit of beauty. Keaton's first major real estate project came in 1988, when she purchased the historic Samuel Navarro house in the Los Angeles neighborhood of Los Feliz. This wasn't just any house. It was built in 1928 by Lloyd Wright, the son of legendary architect Frank Lloyd Wright, and exemplified the Mayan Revival style with its dramatic concrete blocks, bold geometry, and seamless indoor-outdoor aesthetic. When Keaton discovered this architectural treasure, it was in dire condition. The landmark residence had deteriorated significantly by the time she purchased it, with issues that needed substantial renovation. But where others saw a crumbling liability, Keaton saw potential. She rolled up her sleeves and embarked on a meticulous restoration, working to preserve Lloyd Wright's original vision while carefully updating the infrastructure for modern living. The house featured Wright's signature touch, those distinctive decorative concrete blocks that created patterns of light and shadow throughout the interior. Keaton spent 5 years lovingly restoring the property, tracking down original materials, consulting with architectural historians, and making sure every detail honored Wright's genius. As she explained during a 1999 tour of one of her later homes, her philosophy was to find an authentic house and authentically restore it. When she finally sold the Samuel Navarro house, it wasn't just a successful flip, it was a statement. Diane Keaton had announced herself as a serious player in the world of architectural preservation, and the real estate community took notice. Keaton's side career as a real estate flipper truly took off in the mid-1990s when she bought a 1920s Spanish colonial revival home in Beverly Hills. The roughly 7,000 square foot estate had all the right bones: red tile roof, arched windows, ornate ironwork, but needed a serious overhaul. This is where Keaton's genius truly shined. She understood that Spanish colonial wasn't just a style, it was California's architectural soul. She once said she was in love with California and its history, and her fantasy was to continue buying homes representative of California architecture and restoring them. This Beverly Hills property became her canvas. Keaton restored the home to perfection, paying meticulous attention to architectural detail while modernizing the interiors. She preserved the ornate tilework, refurbished the arched doorways, and ensured that every element, from the hand-carved wooden doors to the romantic courtyard, spoke to the home's 1920s heritage. But she also knew that a house needs to function for contemporary life, so she updated the kitchen, modernized the bathrooms, and created spaces that felt both historic and livable. When she sold the house in 2000, the buyer was none other than Madonna, who paid over $6 million. The sale made headlines everywhere and revealed to the world that Diane Keaton wasn't just an actress who dabbled in real estate. She had extraordinary design vision and could command celebrity-level prices for her work. The Queen of Pop wanted what Keaton had created, and she was willing to pay top dollar for it. But the story doesn't end there. Keaton actually came back for this house, purchasing it from Madonna in 2007 for $8.1 million. The home reportedly needed work when she bought it back, but Keaton added 500 square feet, reimagined the exterior, and sold it to producer Ryan Murphy in 2010. This back and forth with one of Beverly Hills' most stunning estates proved something important. Diane Keaton didn't just flip houses for profit, she truly loved them. Over the years, Keaton developed an affinity for Pacific Palisades, eventually purchasing 2 properties in the area, with the first being the Alfred Newman House, a 4,386 square foot home designed by Lloyd Wright. In 1950, the famed architect built the property for Alfred Newman, an Academy Award-winning composer who created scores for big movies like The 7-Year Itch and All About Eve. Keaton purchased the home in 2007 for $9.1 million and lovingly restored it back to Wright's original design, except for a few current touches, like an updated kitchen. The brick and concrete home featured a steeply pitched roof, in contrast with typical mid-century designs, and also came with an outdoor kitchen, pool, and detached music studio. Wright made the most of every inch, with sensible built-ins sprinkled throughout the home. There were custom shelving units, hidden storage, and architectural details that made the relatively modest square footage feel expansive and purposeful. Outside, the brick-lined pool and spa was situated among 1.4 acres of landscaping, including fruit, oak, and sycamore trees, with an outdoor fireplace oven. And along with the main residence, there were 2 detached bedroom suites and a music studio guest house. The restoration work Keaton undertook here was legendary in preservation circles. She worked with experts to maintain the integrity of Wright's mid-century vision while ensuring the home could function for a 21st century owner. She spearheaded a major restoration and listed the home in 2010 for $13.25 million. Though the property took time to find the right buyer, Keaton had once again proven her commitment to preserving California's architectural heritage. If there's one property that truly captured Diane Keaton's heart and creative spirit, It was her Brentwood estate in Sullivan Canyon. She bought the property in 2009 for $4.7 million and spent years transforming it into what she called the house that Pinterest built. This wasn't an exaggeration. Drawing inspiration from thousands of online design images, she created a rustic meets modern showplace with reclaimed brick, black steel windows, vintage lighting, and massive open spaces that felt both lived in and cinematic. Originally purchased with a 1920s dwelling on the property, Keaton embarked on a 3-year renovation that completely reimagined the existing structure. She was inspired by a childhood memory of the Three Little Pigs and guided by her longtime friend and filmmaker Nancy Myers as she undertook this transformation. The result was breathtaking. The 9,200 square foot farmhouse-style home became the subject of her 2017 book, The House That Pinterest Built, and was widely featured in Architectural Digest and Elle Decor. But what made it special wasn't just the scale, it was the details. 75,000 reclaimed clay bricks were personally selected by Keaton and shipped from Chicago to create the home's foundation. Nestled on a little under an acre, the property included 5 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms, with the main living area featuring high wood beam ceilings with metal pendant light fixtures and a fireplace set within a whitewashed brick wall. In the kitchen, there was a blue-gray island, cabinetry accented with chicken wire, and an oversized vintage wine storage cabinet. Every surface, every fixture, every design choice reflected Keaton's obsessive attention to detail and her ability to blend industrial elements with warm, rustic charm. Outside, the property offered a heated pool with a spillover spa, a rustic wood-clad guest house, and a fireside patio with a circular driveway leading to a spacious motor court and a detached 2-car garage. For Keaton, this home was different from her previous properties. She thought it might be the place where she would finally settle down. In March 2025, just months before her passing, Diane listed the Brentwood estate for $28.9 million, a potential 6-fold return on her original investment. As a point of comparison for understanding this home's value, in August 2024, Ben Affleck bought a smaller home next door for $20.5 million. Over her lifetime, Keaton chronicled her passion for architecture in several books, including House in 2012 and The House That Pinterest Built in 2013-2017. Both volumes offering a window into her creative process, an obsession with craftsmanship, light, and texture, and showcasing the homes she personally reimagined. She didn't just flip houses, she rescued them, reimagined them, and turned them into art, with each project reflecting the same mix of intellect, individuality, and warmth that made her one of the most beloved actresses in film history. These homes, scattered across California and beyond, stand as testaments to her vision, her passion, and her belief that architecture matters. It's not an exaggeration to say that Diane Keaton made more money from real estate than from her film career, and by repeatedly buying, restoring, and selling architecturally significant homes, she quietly amassed a fortune and left a physical legacy scattered across Los Angeles. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Diane Keaton's incredible real estate legacy, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more tours of Hollywood legends' most stunning homes. Drop a comment below telling us which of Keaton's properties was your favorite or which classic Hollywood star we should feature next. Until next time.